Hey, welcome back. Gmo here, and we're on Lost Island. And today I want to talk to you about Wyverns, one of my favorite dinos. One of them. I can't put any one on top of the other one. Well, anyways, you get your Wyvern egg and you think, oh boy, I want to hatch this. You get it hatched, and then you think, how am I going to feed this thing? Wyverns only eat wyvern milk when they're babies. They don't eat meat. They don't eat anything else. Well, how are you going to keep it alive? Well, I found this method, and you can do multiple wyverns at the same time. I have 3 wyverns here, and it doesn't... Ooh, that was a little sluggish there. I have 3 wyverns here. I'm not worried about doing imprints on them. Now, I do have wyvern milk, but I'm not going to use it. Now, these 3 wyverns here, they will die without milk. Now, once their food reaches 0, they will starve, and then their health will start dropping without the milk. Now, I'm not doing any imprints or anything else with these guys. Now, my server's a little bit faster than normal, but I have done this on official servers. I played on official for quite a few years, and when I was on Scorched Earth, it took us a while to figure out how to actually get a wyvern, because we tried knocking out a wyvern to tame it. And we discovered it didn't work that way. And that's when we discovered the eggs in the nest, and it took us a while to figure out how to keep these things alive. And what we figured out was the Daedon. There was no such thing as a snow owl at the time. And snow owls are actually no good to try and use for these things, because a snow owl will hurt the babies. At least that's what we discovered. Now, what you want to do with the Daedon, you can load them down with meat all you want. But meat only gives a certain amount of food to these. What I found out, or actually we did, I was in a pretty decent sized PvP tribe, is you make basic kibble. The cheapest, easiest kibble to make. If you have a good kibble farm going, use that. Kibble gives a higher food count than regular meat. It stacks a lot higher, and it has an extremely high spoil time compared to regular meat. And you just fill up your Daedon as much as you can. I only got very little on here. I do have a stacking mod here on my server, so and it doesn't matter what type of kibble. I threw some regular kibble in here because I was a little low on basic. I got some basic kibble going right now. But these guys are going to keep going, keep going. Their hunger's going to drop. And I don't want them to die. So what I'll do is, and I can do it at any time, I just move this guy a little bit closer. Actually, he was close enough in the first place, but... And you could do this with multiple. I could have 10 wyverns in here. Would make a difference. And actually, I could have all kinds of dinos in here. Just take and put him on enable passive healing. And as you see, all 3 of the wyverns are being healed right now. They're not being fed, but their health will stay up. They're going to be hungry. Don't get wrong about that. They will be hungry. So once they're fully mature, they're going to be eating like mad. And I do recommend that give them kibble once they're fully mature. Otherwise, you're going to lose all the meat in your feeding bins. But this guy here, you'll notice his food will start dropping rapidly every time he does that healing pulse. But with having the kibble on him, he'll eat the kibble and it will slowly heal him up. And this is also a good idea for boss battles. if you can put as much kibble on him as possible, he'll last a lot longer in the boss battles for healing. You won't have to worry about filling him up and waiting and waiting and waiting. This will actually fill him up faster than the meat will. And in the meat categories, the worst meat is fish. And of course, you know the best meat is mutton. You got fish, or well, you got cooked fish, regular meat, prime, and then mutton. And the best thing, of course, is kibble. Now, of course, we can't eat the kibble, but I don't think so. I never tried it. I always do the custom recipes, custom drink, custom meals. They fill you up slower, but it gives you a lot more. And it gives you more than just food. It gives you a stamina boost, and it can give you a health boost. But these guys will just keep going and going and going, no matter what the level is. I just grabbed a bunch of different odd levels. Yeah, you ain't kidding. You just snorky little guy. And as you see, his food level's going down. If I force feed some of this, he'll go up real quick, a lot faster than regular meat. Now, granted, he's got a real high food level. He's been put to work quite a few times back here in the breeding pen. That's what this area of my base is. This is the breeding pen where I've done pretty much all my breeding. I'm pretty much done breeding. I'm just waiting for the next map. What is it? I can't remember the name of it. To drop. When it drops, I'm actually hoping to pick up a new tribe mate, and I'm hoping that we do a playthrough on that. I don't know if I'm going to start with a brand new character like I did on this map, or bring my main avatar over. It just all depends on who my new tribe mate is. If they're going to bring a avatar over or start with a new character. But that is one big map. I think it's the biggest mod map that they came out with. Well, anyways, this is pretty much how you keep these guys alive. Their food is going to continually drop, but their health will not. If their health drops to 0, of course, you know they die. If their food drops to 0, it just means they're hungry. And it's not going to hurt them. Their food drops to 0, their health will slowly start dropping. But with the Daeodon here, then they'll keep going. Now, if you don't have kibble and you have to use meat, I recommend having a spare Daeodon loaded down with meat. So when this guy here, when his food level drops to 0, turn him off, turn the other Daeodon on. So you can force feed this guy up. And then when this guy's fully up, check the other one. Or if he's only halfway up and the other one's down, switch them around. This way you can keep your wyverns alive. Now, of course, if these are really high-level wyverns, they're going to have a higher food stat, and it's going to take them a longer time before that food hits 0. So it gives you a little bit more time. But that's pretty much how you keep your wyverns alive. I hope this was helpful in any way. And if it was, please hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And I will see you on the next adventure in Ark. Till then, goodbye for now.